Sure.
Even really before that, I knew I was just like, this guy, bro. There's something about this guy. He's just too smart. He's saying too many things that make sense.
Right. More than
yeah. Yes. It just making too much sense, bro. I'm like, I know I'm not tripping, but how can he understand me? Well, this guy, right.
What are you thinking? Yeah. What are you thinking? Yeah. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah. What are you thinking? Hey. What are you thinking? Hey. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah.
Just in here, we in here, man. We good, fellas? We good? Dudes, good?
Straight to it.
Welcome back to another edition of the Arnold Stars Podcast. It's your boy Arnold Lewis, back with, you already know, Big Deuce in the building, and my boy Chief. Austin Wrighton. We at the end, man. We at the end of the season. Dang, man.
End of the journey, man.
It's the end of the journey.
It was a good one, though.
There's a lot to touch on.
Yeah.
We didn't win. Or did we? We'll go deeper into that later, but we didn't win the finals, man. We did not win the finals. And everybody's still feeling that. We're still feeling that, man. So we're just gonna chop it up, man. So we ain't win, guys.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here, dudes?
Like you said, we ain't win, but we just ain't win the finals.
That's what I wanted to touch on.
But at the same time, we wanted so much in life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? We wanted like personal goals. You know what I mean? From whatever you wanted to accomplish this year, and just trying to prove yourself. You know what I mean? Like we all had personal hurdles that we had to overcome, and we all was successful in that.
That's true.
Really, just the team losing in the final was just a team loss, but personally, we won in so many ways, and you gotta be grateful for the whole process, the whole experience, because you know it's amazing how we all got here, and when we got here, we all locked in and played well on the basketball court. The chemistry was great all season.
I don't want to take that for granted. Like I don't want to just bypass what we've been able to accomplish, being able to just like mastermind and getting around good energy that's going to push you to get better in ways. Like if I'm out here working out, it's different if I'm out here working out by myself, but I got two other guys in the gym just as early as me, putting in just as much work, if not more. It makes me want to get in more work.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think in my whole career I've just had two guys at the same time for this long of a time of the season, just constantly putting in that work. Very rare.
Me neither.
Are you interested in playing overseas basketball one day? I wish someone would have told me 1 year after college I would receive my first pro gig. I wish someone would have told me that having an agent does not guarantee that you will get hired. I wish someone would have told me being cut from a team, because after 10 years in this game, everyone gets cut from a team. Now, after traveling from over 17 different countries and winning up to 7 championships in my pro career, I've put together the 6 most important traits any player needs before starting their career. So go ahead and grab that ebook and get all the information you need today to start your career. Now you can't say no one didn't let you know. So go ahead, grab that ebook and get started so you can become the pro one day. Let's go.
That's very rare, and I don't want to downplay that, because for me, it just made me like really mentally lock in on another level. Like it's different levels of locking in and getting to a different mental. I felt like I unlocked something different, you know what I'm saying? Just in that continuous work, seeing you get up and make content 11:30 at night, 6 in the morning, I'm like, man, I gotta step it up. Like you say, not just on the court, but just in life. Like, bro, I got to step it up.
Yeah, and one thing I really can't hang our head on, like just losing in the final, is just like we prepared properly.
Man.
As true pros, we got up every single day. Like you said, we mastermind. And for people that don't know what that means, like when a group of like-minded individuals trying to achieve a common goal link up, they inspire each other and they get together and achieve great things. So it's like we all linked up, held each other accountable, and then, you know, when it was time to play, we was out there performing.
Shoot.
So
Fourth agreement.
I did my best, and we were persistent on trying to reach that goal. We just fell short. But had I not prepared or took some days off,
Right.
or you know what I'm saying, not trying to really push myself to my highest potential, I probably would have had some regrets.
Right.
Going all out, giving 100%, like I know all of us did. It is what it is, man.
What about you, Austin? Like, how you feeling? Just the whole process of like, we got there, we wanted it, we prepared for it, we watched the film, we studied, we adjusted, but sometimes you're just gonna fall short.
We did it. We did everything we had to. We prepared for this.
Yep.
We definitely did. So,
like I said, this is probably the most preparation I've put into a playoff I can think in my whole career.
yeah. And I know you're about to touch on a different topic, so I don't want to spoil it.
No, go ahead. Whatever it'll all flow.
I was just gonna say, you know, at the end of the day, it is still a win.
That's all.
In my opinion, and in two ways, really. One, we got Osorio, the city of Osorio, to BCLA.
Yeah.
And Pseudo America. Right? Even though we didn't win, we still got them there, right? And like I said, like you said, you touched on individually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Off the court, on the court, you know. I feel like mentally, I got spiritually,
Yeah.
just everything, you know. I grew in Osorio overall, so it was a win.
Old Osorno. People don't really understand it. They don't know Osorno. Osorno's just like,
I never knew what Osono was. I kept asking, like, you know, Carlos, the team, I think the vice president, and he kept saying Osono. I'm like, what is Osono? And he was like, that's the city's name. And I was like, Osono?
yeah, Osorno.
Where am I going? But it turned out to be a great place.
It's a
great
perfect
city.
place for where we're at, I believe, in our life. Because we were in the moments where we're just trying to put our head down and work.
Yeah.
Grind, get in the gym, work, make content. You know what I'm saying? You hit the gym, just in that work, like trying to get somewhere in life. So we're in that grind mode of just trying to get there.
Yep.
And then you walk right in on the same type of time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So this city gives us all that. In a 5-minute radius, whichever way you want to go is 5 minutes. I ain't gotta go catch a ride, do all this.
I walk to practice every day here, even the games.
That was my ritual.
Because I
Walk to the game.
I walk to the game. That's my moment to, you know, talk
The
to
crazy
God.
thing is, a lot of players don't walk, though. A
Exactly.
lot of people refuse to walk.
But
You know?
at the end of the day, everything's so close
Right.
to where this walk isn't really bad.
It really isn't. Like you said, I like to walk
Even a walk.
sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? To the gym.
I like that walk. Like I said, one of my places where my ideas come to me is when I'm taking
Exactly.
a walk.
Mm-hmm.
And it always comes when I'm taking a walk to or from practice.
Yo, even in Portugal, I was doing this. Taking a walk. The walk was way longer, but I still enjoyed it because that was my moment to just sit there and talk to God and just visualize things.
Right.
Really, you really have a chance to visualize
Yeah.
things on those walks. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro, the walks
Them walks, man.
the walks is crazy, bro.
Them walks.
My idea about my app came to me when I was just walking. I was just literally just walking, no headphones, no nothing, coming
Yo,
from
that's how it
practice.
be. No headphones.
No headphones.
No headphones.
No headphones. Just
No headphones.
walking.
And thinking. That's it.
Came to me just like that. I was like, wow.
That's it.
Did that just come to me like that? Just from another idea. I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
Right.
Those walks, those silent walks to the gym. Do you feel like y'all felt like there's anything that you didn't do that you felt like you could have done? Anything you could have done differently, or you felt like I 100% maxed out? There's nothing else I could have done.
No, because I know no other players around the league. I know I'm assuming that's a third agreement, but
I kind of agree with you.
I don't think nobody got up as much as we did and did the amount of things, not even including the content.
No, definitely not even on
I'm
that
just talking about
concentration.
basketball too. You go to the gym every day for the weight room.
Right.
I didn't they go pretty much 4 times a week. You know what I mean? Then we getting up 8 a.m. getting shots up for an hour 15, hour 30. Team practice at 12. And then who telling you? Sometimes I jog on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I go back to the gym and even make content.
That's crazy.
Sometimes that takes 2 hours.
Right. When you getting up Yeah, I'm about to go to the gym at 11:30 at night to go make. Excuse me.
I'm going in.
11:30. I'm asleep.
Dude's me in there at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
I'm not
And
gonna lie
this
to you.
gym is cold.
Oh, it's fun.
How?
And he be dunking
Dunking it. He be dunking it. I'm like, how are
He
you
be dunking
dunking
too.
it? I'm like, wow.
One foot just
One
for the
foot,
content.
man. That's what I'm saying. You should have been trying people with that 1 foot punch on somebody. Your 1 foot is crazy.
That's what I really want to talk about. Just things I want to work on for next season.
That's actually one of my next topics. So, what is some things that you felt like from this season and series that you feel like this is something I need to add to my game to get better? Like, you took an assessment, you see what you know. That's why they give numbers, so you can see what your numbers were, see how you shot, see your play type, see the situation. What do you like self-analysis about yourself that you realize I need to add this, I need to better this to next time be fully prepared, like for me, or just be when you're in the situation again, you can change the result because you've been in this situation. Now you know what you need to work on. For me, I gotta be more consistent on my 3-pointer. I felt like if I'm just consistent, I gotta shoot it above 40.
shoot above 40.
Have to. I shoot it above 40. That's
different. That's when it's really.
It changes
everything.
It changes my whole career.
Yes.
Consistently shoot it above 40. That was a game changer in this series.
Yeah.
I felt like that was a game changer. Every time I hit about 3 of them or something, we on a different level. We rocking. When I'm like 1 for 7, what? I gotta shoot. It's got to be above 40. It's got to be above 40. That is I feel like that's one of the main things to work on for whatever's next. What about you? Would you?
Mine is just slow down. Like a lot of my turnovers come from me going too fast. So, as a point guard, you got to take care of the ball. I don't care if I have two turnovers, 4 turnovers. I'm mad either way. Like I shouldn't have 0. Like that's what I want. I want to be on a level to where my turnovers are all the way down. Even though I think I've averaged 2 turnovers a game. I think like 3 assists. So my average,
assist to turnover
it's
ratio.
cool, it's good, but I want it lower.
Right.
That's what I'm focusing on. Just playing with a little bit more pace. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing like a guard who could take care of the ball.
Exactly.
And just get wherever he wants to get on the court.
But just like little stupid stuff, like stepping out of bounds, like
I knew you was bad. I knew you was bad,
stuff
bro.
like that, bro.
That's
That
a
stuff
thing that
like-
happens to a lot of guards.
like- I don't know. Maybe I'm used to a Sornio court and it's big. I don't know what it was, but like
You're used to being further back. You can't do that.
you
Remember,
and I don't know.
Coach
I don't
said-
think it was that. Maybe I gotta just be better. You know what I mean? Just no excuses. I gotta be better. That's how I look at it. No excuses. Okay, adjust. You're a pro, bro. That's how I look at it. So that's what I'm focusing on all season.
how do you get to that?
Just by one, of course, working on my craft, but now, playing. You gotta play, and when I play, just pick up, no turnovers. Take it serious.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Take it serious.
I think
No turnovers.
Yeah, I think I told that the.
So still grind, still craft, but now when you go craft and when you play and pick up, no turnovers.
it's with a purpose.
Yes,
It
exactly.
has to be a purpose.
Exactly.
Every pickup
No
there, you
stupid
have to
stuff.
go on there working on something. You
Exactly.
Like, that's why I be saying, got to get something out of it.
Exactly.
These are just nothing but glorified cones. They're moving cones. That's what pickup is. Moving cones. You were talking about for you dudes, which is really something that you need to.
Yeah. So first of all, I just want to say shout out to all 3 of us because we had really great seasons. First
Yeah,
of all,
we did.
and we
Yeah, we did.
definitely cooking defenders all year. You know what I'm saying?
We played 5. We got the 5 games in the finals.
It was going crazy.
We only had 2 games left in the rest of the year. I think we did our jobs.
Yeah. So, but yeah, for me, one thing I was successful with in the post, because shout out to all the post players out there, I was like real quick with my moves sometimes when I scored. You know what I'm saying? One dribble, quick move, and get a bucket. And when I compare myself to an NBA player, I always compare myself to Al Jefferson. Because he was the right hand.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, that's a great.
That's a really good
A
comparison.
lot of people other people say Paul Millsap, but he was more of a playmaker.
It's more outside too.
I get it, you know.
Early on, though, we talking about early on. Paul Millsap was always shooting
Millsap
threes.
was a pure like how I play, and I just saw a post on IG shouting out him, and he was like, "Look at this post player. He's making one dribble moves and scoring." But it's so many variations and so many ways you can get crafty in the post. And I was like, that's where my bread and butter was. I was like, what's up with my numbers in the finals? You know what I mean?
Gotta look at them.
And really, shout out to the defender, guarding me, because he tall. And all the rest of the playoffs, I didn't really have a tall defender like that. So I know how to play against it. But at
he's
the same
annoying,
time,
but he definitely playing defense down there.
Nah, he was playing defense.
He get blocked. He really he gonna make you think when you in there. So 7'3".
I just want to work on more awareness on one dribble moves in the post, make it quick, precise. Also, face up and shoot the ball like you do. Catch a short corner, whether it's a reverse pivot, front pivot, keep it triple threat, rise up above the defender, jump shot, bucket.
I made a course. Remember I told you that course I made? I specifically just showed my footwork from the mid post. And I'm kind of upset with myself, because after the first 2 games, we had to go back and what we doing? What's going on? Why are we not scoring? What's going on? I'm like, I'm not getting to my spot. And in the game, we did all that, and I got to my spot. It was a completely different whole concept. We're a completely different team. I say all that to say, that area of the court is just unstoppable for if I get it there and score from there, you're not going to be able to guard me no more. Once I get it there and I make one move and I score from the mid post,
it's either midi or he's quick rip. They have to respect the pump fake because they know you're going to rise up. So
is that you who said it? We didn't have no identity, so we wasn't.
That's what I said.
We didn't have no identity.
We never did, bro. We never did.
I really felt like I was a little. I ain't gonna say that. I am who I am, and that's the way it was. But I felt like I just didn't. I bit my tongue a lot because I like to flow with the groove. You know what I mean? But I really should have been on some, hey, I need this rock every single time down so we could have that adjustment. But the team was just flowing so good because we had so many, we had a really good, unit. We had a really, really good. That's why I don't have no problems trying to not dominate the ball, but I think we played like that so much and we got, we won so much doing that that when we needed to go to that, we wasn't accustomed to it.
There you go. That's all it was. That's all it was. Because when you're playing a more athletic team, your more athletic players have to dominate. So,
we just been killing everybody with the collective unit. But when
it gets to this, we don't. We
adjusted too late.
Yeah, it's.
Let's go through the series because I want to do a little. When you break it down game for game.
It's if we fall back on... Game 1,
we jumped out on them 15-2. They end up getting up 27-26 to go in the half. Amani hits a step back. Mm-hmm. He was our mad matchup. He really did. Because the first game, he got going for them too.
It was really the first game. It was really just third quarter.
Yeah, it was third quarter.
He got going third quarter.
We were down 1 going in the half, both times on the road. And then third quarters, yep.
And also, just a point about game 1, we still held them to 78 points, under 80 points.
We should have never changed our defense.
Anytime you hold a pro team, especially in the finals,
we should have never changed our defense.
Under 80, you should win.
We should have won. This is what I'm saying. We do get to it, where I get it in that mid-post area. Mm-hmm. We had a pretty good win. Won by double digits. We handled them. We let them know we here. It's just unfortunate. The next game, I'm hurt. And I don't do none of the same thing we just did the night before. And that one little affected the whole series. Because now, instead of being 2-2 going into game 5, we down 3-1.
We got to go to their place.
Where they hit.
Refs and everything. They hitting they shots. And we switch our defense. So That really...
You can't make a gamble with on the last. That's what the conception coach did. He made a gamble, and then what happened? They were down by 20 because he wanted to switch it up. What we say? Bad coaching.
Yeah.
Why you switch it up? You should have just kept what you got It happens.
Yeah.
I don't take nothing away from Rodrigo. Obviously, I feel like he was exactly what the team needed from the moment he stepped in.
For sure.
Even really before that, I was just like, this guy, bro. There's something about this guy. He's just too smart. He's saying too many things that make sense.
Right. More than
Yeah. Yes. It just making too much sense, bro. I'm like, I know I'm not tripping, but how come he understand me? Like, this guy, right? Then you get to know him. I'm like, okay, now I see. I rock with Rodrigo. Real heavy. I rock with Rodrigo. Shout out to Coach Rodrigo. Rodrigo is big.
Yeah.
Hell of a person, man. Hell of a person.
smart,
Very intelligent.
Appreciate you, Coach.
intelligent all around.
Yes.
Sure.
In all aspects. And I was talking to Jerry about it, and I was like, it was great to have a coach that I could talk and he listened.
Yeah, especially overseas.
You actually have a coach that listens and implements what you say and actually takes in your opinion. That goes a long way because
And that's hard to find.
that's
overseas.
very hard
I
to
want to give a
find.
shout out to all the good coaches out there because I have Coach Rodrigo here in Chile, and then shout out to Coach.
Oh, we finna clip that up for you, Coach. Too.
Yeah.
You know, he gonna love
Oh
that.
yeah, you
Yeah,
can love
He
that.
gonna love that.
Iraq, man. He was Coach Milan out from Serbia, man. Shout out to you too, Coach. The good coaches like help you play better, bro, and
Yeah,
you need that because
my coach in
everywhere you
Mexico
go,
too.
you know,
My
you're not
first head
guaranteed
coach.
that everywhere you go in professional basketball.
Definitely not.
You gotta really take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to all the good coaches.
Had 2 good ones overseas so far. Well, play style wise, 3.
Good coaches.
Yeah, play style wise, in my opinion.
What is one of the most important? Like, what was something you took away from a coach that they taught you? Like, you learned this from a coach. From all your coaches, there's always like something that like sticks out, and you'd be like, you learned that. You know that's something that you could take with you that you was like not lacking, but
I know what you mean.
you know what I mean. You got more aware of it. He made him like
Yeah.
more. No,
Yeah, for sure. My second coach in Estonia, even though he don't really rock with me, they don't really rock. I gave him,
hey,
I
don't
gave him
sometimes the
his flowers.
information. Sometimes the
know what I'm
information
saying?
comes from. It might not be somebody you like.
Yeah, he was talking about. I remember it was one play in practice. I got it on the wing on the like I rose up on the wing, had it catch and shoot, but I ripped through and dunked it. He was like, "Good dunk, but you need to shoot that. You need to be able to shoot that consistently and make it."
Yep.
And he told me that. Then he's like, "If you want to play high level, you need to be able to do that." And that stuck with me.
What did I tell you in the game?
It stuck with me.
Remember we was in the game one time, and I was like,
Just shoot it.
that.
Yeah. I remember dudes yelling at me in practice one day. Dudes was pissed at me in practice one day. I came off with a curl. I didn't shoot it. I came off the second one. He said, "Shoot it!" He was screaming at me, bro.
shoot that.
He's like, "Shoot it, man!" He was pissed.
That's how it be.
I shot it. I cashed it too.
It's an efficient offense.
It's
I believe in my
that's what's gonna get
teammates.
you. One thing we know,
I know
is
good basketball is.
good basketball that's gonna get you paid.
Right.
A lot of the time, those guys try to complicate a lot of things. Like you said, like you said when you're talking about Al Jefferson, one dribble,
Yeah.
straight into it. It's one dribble.
I don't remember who was saying that.
It was
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying with the Al Jefferson clip, it was a different clip every time of him doing an advanced move just off of one dribble.
Yeah.
I think
I think it was T-Mac.
T-Mac said it and Kobe both said it in a podcast clip. Both of them said that. It's like no matter what you do, it's always gonna come back to the one dribble pull up. No matter what, every move, everything you do is always gonna come to a dribble pull up.
It's an effective move. It's a serious move because you time it right. You know how to rise up above and get your shot off. It's over with.
So
I believe that really shows like the level of how good you are as a pro, your ability to score with less dribbles in a more efficient way. Okay, I'm gonna just catch, got the mismatch, I'm gonna just square up right over the top.
I think Gil said it. I think that's what it was. He was like, "You doing all that dribbling?
Yeah.
Dribbling to score." Gil was like, "By the time he scored, I already got 6 points off threes because I just came
Catch and
down,
shoot.
shot, came down. I don't have to do all that. I'm just gonna score. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna put in
Catch,
a bucket
jab,
no matter what."
Shoot. I don't have
I don't have to do all these.
just one dribble.
Yeah.
Shoot, catch. If I got him, that's how I really feel. I have not missed that shot. I have that in that one specific shot. I think I shoot it at 90%. This catch, jab, shoot.
Mm-hmm. In the midi.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Just pretty much face up, shoot in the post, like mid-range area, short corner. Also, that jab, you two are really good. This man, and also right now, if he did a jab, the camera would shake and come right back into focus because I done seen people fall off a jab.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm sold, man. I'm finna work on my jab this summer. And
I think that's my own go-to. That's my go-to move.
the one drill
That's one of
pull
mine,
up
too.
too. The one drill pull up for anywhere 3-point line, 3-point
bro.
wing, mid range. Yeah,
I think I noticed for me, like, even though are we on our 11th year now? Start of our 11th.
yeah.
So
You're 10 in the books.
the 10 in the books.
Hey man,
Yeah.
congratulations!
Congratulations too, bro.
Decade of playing
Yeah,
overseas
congrats,
basketball.
y'all.
We done seen everything. We done seen some dark stages to some amazing stages. We done seen everything in between. It's amazing, bro.
10 years in the book.
Proud, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Proud of myself, man.
Yeah, bro. Because I'm looking at the second half. Like we still got a lot more to go. It's
A lot
like
more
now
to
we
go,
can
bro.
dissect everything that we did for it. We got 10 years worth of information that we can dissect to make the rest of these years as most profitable, as like really reach our peak level of just like you say, bettering our moves, becoming more efficient in all ways.
The way I see it is a new wave of basketball all around the board, and I say like LeBron and player like our generation, like you see all the NBA players, KD, he up there in age. See LeBron, of course, he's the main one, about to be 40.
Yeah.
Steph playing high level.
Yeah.
Dame playing high level. Paul George playing high level. So you see it
James Harden.
back in the 2000s and the 90s, you can see this like
When they get about 32, 33, they be about done.
over with.
Yeah.
So
They be done.
I said the same for a lot of players overseas. 'Cause I see a lot of people in our class. Right? Shout out to Kevin Murphy and what's the other guy named Kennesaw State, who with us in Savannah State. I was talking about it.
Oh, Marquis.
Marquis
Coming.
and we saw y'all in the basketball athlete
He won the BAL league.
championship.
That's
So
right.
and they're our age. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's a lot.
Winning at an elite level.
It's a
Dudes be
lot of
getting paid.
players. It's a lot of players our age still hooping at a high
elite
level.
level.
Not just in the NBA, but overseas, and they don't show no
Brandon.
signs of slowing down.
Brandon's 35. He just won the BCL Americas
Exactly.
MVP.
So shout out to all
First
those.
OGs, he's still in China.
I say we the OG hoopers now. You know what I mean?
He was
We
in
the
Asia.
We the
We're in the Unk
I'm
era.
embracing it.
Hey, did somebody put that out yet? Do we in the Unk era?
Yeah, it's like a little.
Oh, I'm about to say, we need to, you need to take over that Unk era.
We definitely in the area though, for sure.
What do you, if you could did, like pick one game that was like the most impactful for you in the final, which game was it? Like when you think about
Game
it,
4.
Game
Yeah,
4.
I say for me, Game 3 and Game 4, because it felt good for Game 3 to finally beat Leonis.
Game 4 is if it was 2-2.
Yeah, it's definitely Game 4 for me because I'm like, why now?
Yeah, Game 4 was the most pivotal though. It was the game changer for sure. Because
Just based it on Game 3 and Game 5, Game 4, me being hurt, that joint, because you know why? It always leaves the what if. Now I gotta live a what if.
Right. Hard to go up that.
It's hard to go off it because it's like, clearly when I'm healthy enough and we figure out, get into me here, we'll see what kind of our capability. Okay, yeah, y'all beat us at our crib. I mean at y'all crib. But me playing at my best, at our crib, we're not gonna lose.
Yeah.
It leaves that what if. That's what the most, out of all the games, Game 4, it left that what if. I just could not get that.
yeah, because I guarantee we would turn the corner And we be saying, oh yeah, man, it's been a great season with the champs, man. We champions, tell the championships, you know. It is what it is, but, you know, like I said, injuries are part of the game.
You called it.
And
I just didn't expect it to happen to us.
I didn't expect it going in our favor. Injuries, like crazy turn of events happen in the playoffs and big games. And like I said, yeah, like you just said, it happened to us. It is what it is. Teams around the league, they knew it was tough. And I know, you know, Leonis might say, oh, and Laura, we beat them 4-1. They knew it was a tough team.
Yeah, they never believed like it was just going to be a cakewalk.
Sweet.
Yeah. So it is what it is, and I'm glad to have just got this far. You know what I'm saying? It's like for everybody just outside or looking in, just like, you know, I know Duke's good. You know, there might be things to say about y'all, but he ain't really like that. And then we lead the team to the championship. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like put more respect on your name. And you been doing this, and also you new to the game, but you already reaching championships consistently. Mm-hmm. So it shows what type of caliber player you are. Yep. Arnold, what type of caliber player you are. Same for myself. So we doing it big. You gotta keep going. Let's win the championship next year. No matter wherever we might go.
That's always the mind. That's always the mindset. The mindset. I always say you gotta. When I prepare, I'm preparing for something. I'm never preparing for just a season. In particular, I'm always preparing for a championship. And it's for me, it just shows a different level of what I have to do now, because this is the first time in my career I didn't win. It's the first time I didn't win the finals. It's the first time in my career. My age, I'm like, I've never lost before. So now that's a new. Okay, now you gotta prepare more. Oh, okay, but it's always championship. Mm-hmm. Now I know, like, okay, you gotta turn it up. You gotta turn it up.
That's what I told myself. I'm gonna try to be a different player next year. You wanna always find a way to, and this is just another lesson for anybody who's watching. Every summer, I always try to find a way to turn my grind up. Mm-hmm. I always try to find some type of way, something to implement how I'm going to turn my grind up.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to be a different player each year. I don't ever want to be the same player.
Yeah.
I want to get more athletic. I want to get better overall. So that's just always the goal. So, you know, you a young hooper watching this, think about that. Every summer, you need to be adding something to try to, you know, increase your skill, your athleticism, your mental, watch more for whatever you have to do.
Right.
You need to be doing something to increase your game. You should never be coming back, right, looking the same.
Yes.
Should always be different. So they should be noticing, like, hey, different about this.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It should always be. So that's what I'm going for this offseason, you know, if I even have one, but
yeah, that's true.
I have a real off season, but yeah.
I feel like that too. Like at this point, because there used to be some season I was trying to go and be super strong, or you know, try to increase my agility or something like that. And now it's like I understand my body so much now that I'm trying to really tap into the mental aspect of the game. How do I increase my focus level? Remember what we was talking about last time on the last episode that we did, and I was like, I want to get my mindset so locked into the point that no matter what I see, I'm going to create. You know, so you visualize it and you see it and you got to really connect with it. It's like, okay, how do I get to that level of focus and intensity? You know what I'm saying? Or just whatever it is. Do I got to be more calm? Do I got whatever that is, that mental aspect of really tapping into the mental side of the game, the visualization of the game, understanding like the mechanics of it. I want to really get down to the deep mechanics of it, because I believe the brain or the mind, the whole concept of the consciousness is really like in Dragon Ball Z, it's the hyperbolic time chamber. Because it's already been scientifically proven, whatever you see and visualize, like I say, taking a shot, it's really your brain can't tell the difference. So is that not nothing but you going inside and doing it and really focusing on, okay, I'm gonna make 1,000 shots in my head because this is technically my brain is saying this is the same thing me going to the gym. So if I could get up 1,000 shots, sitting here meditating, and that's the same thing, what limits can I push myself? Can I get 10,000 shots up in a week? What would that do to my psyche and my confidence to add to my game? What kind of player can I become? But that takes a different level of focus. Because when I first started out trying to make 100 shots in my head and focus on it, that was a struggle. Then I could get up to like 200, but it's like, it's really, I'm practicing. I'm really practicing, and it's really, I got to practice really on how locked in can I be to focus on this and not drift off so much. And just, you know what I mean?
I think that's the biggest key to success, like how good you can log in on it in a moment. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to say you're gonna do it, but sometimes you just drift off. And you know,
read that book, Interview with the Devil, man.
Yeah.
Drifters.
Yo, drifters.
Drifters.
and you really just gotta like constantly remind yourself to lock in, and to the point where it's a habit. You know what I mean? And you know, I think we do a great job of locking in, but you know,
be like, as I said, I want to be. You know what I mean? Like this season, I want to be to the point where it's like, nah, your level is different now. It's more now. You know what I mean? We see you at this level. We know how much you are now, but it's like you took it to another level. There's always another level that you can go to. You know, and that's why I feel like on the mental side, because like, okay, for me personally, I know we're gonna get to the finals. I feel like any team. Really, I feel. Honestly, the player I am, any team I'm on, we have a possibility of winning the finals.
That's how
I'm just that good of a player.
That's how I be feeling.
I believe I'm just that good of a player based on what my history of my career showed me. Any team that I go on, I'm an asset. We're probably going to win. We have a great chance of winning the finals.
So I can never. It's like.
So I need to constantly prepare for that.
And people. This is a sidebar. You know, people be like, "Hey man, what you got going on for Vegas? You know, for this and that, summertime." Or, you know, people try to make plans ahead of time. But, like, you know, I'm on a team. I might, you know, I really might get to the chip. So I can't really plan nothing.
I missed the whole summer.
I can't really.
Yeah, I can't believe how we've been here the whole summer pretty much. It's about to be August. It's crazy.
And it's wintertime over here, so.
Yeah.
Summer about over with.
About over with. I'm going to have, you know, really 1 month, if that.
Same. It don't stop. That was one thing. Like, it just don't stop. It doesn't stop. Like every time, and especially over here in South America, it just it's continuous. It's a rotating door because Colombia is also going on. Venezuela just ended. You could go for Venezuela, and you could have went right to Ecuador. Ecuador's going. Soon as that's done, you going straight into Chile, Argentina, Brazil. All that's going. It's like you could really just cut up. It just keeps going.
Mexico.
Yeah, South America.
It's going, bro. You really, as soon as you're done, I promise, every single time, as soon as you don't know who's watching, they all watching.
That's true.
You might not see them on your Instagram. It might not show that they seen it, but they're watching. I remember when I was in Argentina last year, the night we finished our last game. Hey, Arnold, I see what happened. You, sorry about your loss. So what are you about to do? What are you about to, like, your situation right now?
Crazy.
They on your head. What you about to do?
Before the season was over.
What you about to do?
Trying to give me the sign before the season was over.
What you about to do? We need
Lock in.
We need
right
you to
now.
come here right now. We seeing you over there doing your thing. I like that. We need that over here. We believe that. Don't care about how
tired you are, mentally or physically.
About you go see your family first.
Get all that.
They don't care about this like endure all over.
They don't care about none of that. You was hooping.
Come here now.
Now. You need to come over here
and perform.
I like that. I like that.
You to play like Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry, and John Morant all together, okay?
LeBron and the Fevers right now, the American Cups, whatever it's called, killing. We like that.
Yeah.
Like the South Sudan people, shot like that.
Don't shoot and play defense. That's what we brought you here for.
Don't get tired. Don't foul out.
Be a world-class citizen.
Good character, you know.
We need you to go to these schools too. Teach a little bit.
Yep. You have to do it all. The mayor's running for office. So. Biden just dropped out, so whatever you can do. Oh my goodness. What is one of the biggest things you can take away from the season? In general. Should we go from the season? Because your sister, you kind of came like, how much months you did here?
4, like almost 4.
Almost 4. That's still cool. What was your biggest takeaway from the season, or of the in totality? Like you dang, we never said. I never finished talking about what I got from my coach. Remember I said what is the one thing you got from a coach? One thing I got from a coach was it was my coach. He actually gonna try to. I bet he tried to holler at you. Manu Cordoba. When you posted like your goodbye or whatever, he commented. Yes,
he ain't trying to hit me up yet. I'm sure he will.
Yes, so that's one of my. That's the first.
Where's he
coach
coaching at right now?
I don't know where he at, but that was the first coach that I had in Chile, and I just came. I just came from Colombia. I'm not understanding like how these countries work. I'm just thinking, oh, this is the biggest stage in Colombia. This is better than Chile. You feel me? I'm like not.
You're not aware.
Yeah, I'm not aware.
Markets.
Exactly. So I'm coming in like I'm better than y'all. You feel me? Everybody coming out, these Chileans, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is because you never really hear nothing good about Chile. It's like it was so low for so long, people don't really respect it. But now it's like on the up. Now if it's like people trying to get the here to come and play in Chile because they know you can get some bread. It's straight. It's not like no, you know what I mean? But he told me, he was like, I don't know if he sensed it, but he used to pick me up for practice and he was like, whatever stage you're on, that's the biggest stage. You got to treat it like that's the biggest stage.
And that's why I grind like I'm still trying to go to the league in my head. You feel me? Like I'm grinding like that.
Right.
It's the same mentality like I tell my kids. How do you outwork the people that are in the positions that you want
to be in?
How do you outwork them? What are you trying to? You have to try to add something. Yeah. Because like the workers are working. So how you gonna outwork the workers? See what I'm saying? So that's my mentality. Just grind like that, and that's why I get the good results every time, everywhere I've been.
Yeah, back to like we were saying earlier, it's like we may not have won the finals, but there's so much good that came out of this. Your Instagram went up crazily, like got way more followers, way more like really opportunities because more people can see you.
Exactly.
You're being shown.
Exactly.
Anytime you can make it to the last round of any series of any league, you've won.
Right.
Because all eyes are on you.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, all eyes are on you, and that's exactly what you want because then everybody's seeing you. In the regular season, there's too many teams, too many stuff going on. Once it gets to the finals, everybody looking at the same players, so you're going to be the ones they see last. So when it's time for them to, hey, we need to bring somebody in, they're looking at you.
You still hooping.
You still hooping.
So
you already over here, you in shape.
Right. Your last game was okay. Last game was it.
Wait, wait for that.
Because that's one of the first things they ask you. Well, when you get to a higher
when
level.
When the last time you played?
What was your last date of the game? Even Coach Rodrigo asked me that.
When the last time you played? They want to know when the last time you played. What about you?
I hadn't played in like a month before I came here. Like a game. Because I was hurt, remember? I got hurt in Portugal. They was trying to make me play. That's a crazy story. I ain't gonna lie, that is a wild story.
Your takeaway from the season, dudes? One of the biggest things? Or the most, I wouldn't say biggest, what is the one most impactful thing that you could take away from the season that you was just like?
I think just everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Everything you pray for, everything you wish for, everything you want to happen is going to happen, but, it might not go the way you had according, but it's for a reason. You know what I mean? Sometimes I didn't always believe that. You know what I mean?
What made you change that? Like
this season, us teaming up.
Oh wow, yeah.
because
I don't think people really understand how a rarity that is for two college teammates to get together, and I've never heard of it. I don't know everybody,
Just
but
late in your career,
10 years in,
y'all didn't get together like immediately.
right after college,
You know what I'm saying? It
a
was
year or
like
two.
10 years later. Now you meet up.
That is crazy.
That is.
it happened for a reason.
Yeah.
And it's like, for me especially, shout out to my partner. I met the love of my life in 2018. And then since then we started, a family over time. And over time, I live in England now.
Yeah.
So it's like taking me away from the States. And, I love my family. I love living in England. But sometimes I do miss the States. I do get a little homesick. So, like, I had to do what I had to do last year. So it's like, leading up to 2023, I was praying, like, damn, bro, I miss my boys. Like, I want to find a way for them to come out of England or for us to link up some type of way, you know what I mean? Anyway, I had to do what I had to do last year that made me have to, stay in Atlanta. I link up with my boys back again. It felt good. There for a couple months. Saw you.
Yeah.
Got to hang out
Got
with
to
you.
Florida. Went to Florida.
Met your daughter for the first time. Amazing experience. And then, I was like, man, that's an amazing experience. That might never happen again.
Yeah.
I'm like that, man. Hopefully,
We did not see this coming.
and I'm praying, I was like, as I leave that situation, headed on to this season and later on late fall 2023, I'm like, man, damn, I wish, me and my boy can link up sometime in the future again, you know what I mean?
We've seen each other for one day
And-
in the last 5 years.
So my time started in Iraq this season, 2023, and then I go to January where we have an international break in the league, and just so happened my team lets me go home for a week, and then like I said, everything happened for a reason.
Yep.
One of my
Yep.
prayers was to not get caught up in any type of conflict in Iraq, or
That's a good prayer to pray, boy.
to
Because you
pray
in
for
Iraq.
not being in no sticky situation in Iraq in my whole time playing basketball out there. And guess what happened, Arnold? The day I was supposed to go back. Boom, 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 boom. Airstrike in Iraq. Oh, hell no.
Sound effects. I mean,
I'm about to say the sound effect.
I'm not going back. No.
That's how the joint sound.
Oh, God, they sound.
No. Just going crazy, bro. Anyway. Bro, I prayed for that. And they protected me. I didn't get there. I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So a guy, I talked to you one night,
Yep.
and I'm in need of a job because my
dropping
agent,
bombs.
he's not pulling through, and other people I'm talking to, they're not pulling through either. And I've been home for like 3.5 weeks now, and I'm like, I need to, get this paper rolling in. And when none jumping off, I go to work out, call you afterwards. Hey, 5-man, you're released. Now, like Kanye West on the last call, you think I still get that job at Rockefeller? Y'all ain't in it. But anyway, yeah, I got the job at Rockefeller. I went to the finals, put on a show. We
Put on the show.
We on national TV. Your boy got over 100K subscribers. We won that life, man.
We won that life.
We won that life. I hate to do the moral video. We won that life. We didn't win the championship. But you know what, Johnny? We won much more.
But even for the club, though.
But at the same
No,
time, we did it big, bro. And then
Still one for the club.
we did it.
We did a lot, bro. It's just, that's where I can say, just by society, like our upbringing, puts the emphasis on, okay, you have to win at all costs, and if you don't win, it don't matter. But when you stack up all the winnings that you have in the season, all the pluses that come out of it, it just really comes down to what is your definition of winning. If your definition of winning at life trumps over what you're winning in a basketball game, then you've won.
Yeah.
But if you put all your emphasis, if I do not win a
It's just a
championship,
game.
I don't win. So my life is whatever. Like, I can't be fully happy because I didn't win this round, this game, or whatever. Early on in my career, of course, I was like that, straight up. My earlier years,
Yeah.
26. If I would have lost it, I would have been devastated.
Yeah.
Devastated. Oh my God, I'm a loser. I can't play ball. Nobody's gonna want me. I'm not good enough. People gonna talk about me. You start having those crazy internal thoughts of like imposter syndrome. Like, bro, you for me, this is my first loss in the finals. So it's like, bro, you lose a game. So what? Look how far you made it.
I'm 2 for 4. 50%. But
7 for 8.
BCLA, 7 for 8.
1 for 2. No, 1 for 3 now. Sorry, though.
We're gonna bounce back. We're gonna bounce back. What is something that you do that just keeps you sane? Like just from the whole process, because I think this is where it comes in. Like when you, for instance, also in your situation, say you went and took a job right now, it's a constant fluctuation of your emotion because you literally come from a situation where you just lost in the finals. And then you got to go right back to another team that's fighting to just probably go to the playoffs.
Right.
So your whole emotional, everything has changed.
Mm-hmm.
You're not resting, like mentally resting. You're really getting right back to it. How do you stay sane and all that?
I love the game. I mean, I love the game. Like I said, I tell you all the time, I just love basketball. I just love basketball. So like, realistically, okay, if I take my 2-week break, what am I going to be doing?
Think about basketball.
Working out,
Think about what I'm doing.
hooping. So might as well just go get a chip.
Yeah. I guess I would have done more for you dudes because we're older in the game.
I want to hear what the young perspective.
Is it younger?
That's my perspective as a young dude, you know.
But for me, yeah, like you said, the older hoopers probably appreciate it. But like for me, we in Unk area, and like I'm a family man. I love being a dad. That's how I relieve stress. That's how I like take my game, my mind away from like the anxiety of like performing well and winning the game. And like kids just reset everything. Like their energy is so pure. They hilarious. I love how they just molding into older, mature human beings, and it's amazing how much they look up to you. And that really wants to has made me change into a better person, man. Set better goals and morals for myself. So yeah, man, being a dad is definitely my happy thought. And keeps me going.
Ready to get back to them kids.
My kids, man.
I gotta get back to my kids, man.
I got kids. I can't do that, bro.
I can't be doing. I gotta get back to them kids, man.
My kids, man.
They growing up, man. They growing up fast.
Yeah, can't. Hey, shout out to all the hoopers with children, man.
You gonna get there, Austin. You gonna be like,
One day,
you gonna get there. You gonna get there.
one day it's gonna happen.
They really do. They changed the whole concept of why we even play the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause you gonna when you leave, you like, man, 4-5 months that pass by, like they was just like.
Yeah, that's
When they say they grow up fast,
that's different.
Shout out to my kiddies, man. Baby be home, daddy be home. My son is going to start pretty much elementary school, and I'm really happy for that. I'll be there for his birthday and for the start of him going to school. So, like you said, time be going by
flying,
fast,
man.
flying.
Especially if you're a content creator and you play basketball, time flies. Feel like the year just ended.
Yeah.
I still remember December distinctively. I still remember when we was at AutoZone talking to you on the phone. You're like, I'm tired. I'm tired.
You don't even know all that.
I was like, it's hard in this, man.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying.
It was just happening.
Reason, because this has been a breath of fresh air.
This has been a huge breath of fresh air.
Mentally, I feel so good, bro.
Yes, bro. This has been a huge breath of
It's motivated me to achieve even more. Like, you know what I mean? So it's been great, bro. Because
you go through like so much BS in life. Sometimes you be like, bro, when am I gonna have a happy moment?
Yeah,
Right.
Bro. I feel like this summer, like this year and last summer, really all my years been good. I don't want to make it seem I've been going through any suffering.
You can be real. Sometimes, some years it's like, dang, ain't nothing good gonna happen. I had that before.
I like just showing gratitude, but
I understand.
at the same time, but yeah, last summer and this year have been really good for me. Just to link up with like my day ones,
right?
You know,
shoot. For me, I feel like if it wasn't all the way, I feel like if a year wasn't like I projected it to be and it didn't, it wasn't. Hey, I'm just keep it real with it, because then I'm gonna analyze it. What can I do so I don't repeat this? You know, because really, everything that really happens to it is really dictated by our perspective on it. So good year, bad year is really a perspective of what you took from that year and how you analyze it. And so if I can analyze, well, this didn't go like how I wanted, what can I do so I don't continuously have another year? But then that's just insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. But it's been a great year, amazing year. It's been real. Kicking up with my brother Deuce. Ah, big Deuce, man. We did it, man. Oh, damn, my dog Leo, man.
I ain't even go crazy because we might link up again. You never know, bro.
I feel like now this is going to be like.
This is your first time in South American market, right?
Second.
I
was in Uruguay State League.
Oh, okay. So you never know then, for real, because
no.
I'm not.
We're not going to stay here.
Yeah,
exactly. Asia. If we want to link up, let's do it in Asia. Let's do it there. That actually has a higher probability of happening over there than here. I could see that happening. But let's just transfer just more towards Asia.
Either way, this was history made here. I enjoyed every minute of it. We made the most of every minute. Like
we definitely did that.
We was impeccable with our word. You know what I'm saying? We always did our best. We had strong desire.
Yeah.
Had faith. We were persistent. And we just held each other.
We made some hits too.
Exactly, bro.
We made some hits.
I saw Chinese.
We made some hits.
I got one too. I got on one.
Yeah.
Boy got me on one.
Got
like 500K.
A little scissor.
After that, what?
All I got is rolling G, something chewing G, I'm
You know all the words for real. Oh my God. But man, shoot, that's all we got for this episode, bro. I really appreciate. I always want to stay grateful for these opportunities.
Stay grateful.
Very, very grateful.
Always.
I always want to make sure I make that known that I am truly, truly grateful to be even in this position, this moment, podcast with my boys. That's all we got, man.
It's been real.
We out of here. Till next time. That's a hit, fellas.
All right there.
That was a hit.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.